Hi there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of April 25th through May 1st of 2021. So your cards are coming out nicely and quickly here, so we'll just get the remaining ones. Oh, there's one. And, oh, hang on. It's getting stuck on my cord from my microphone. Okay. Couple more cards to come here. And whoop, there we go. There's one and one more. And there it is. Okay. Okay. So, let's see. Wow, you are doing a lot of inner work this week. It's amazing how, if you pay attention, you will find yourself hugely changed by the end of the week. So, a lot of emotional healing going on for you. It feels like, this can be difficult. It can be, a heart-wrenching thing, but it doesn't have to be. You can allow this healing to just be soothing and helpful and loving. Some of you won't be able to attain that. Some of you won't be able to make it be easy. And that's okay. Everybody's a little different, right, on that scale. Some of you feel like you have to really experience it fully and deeply and have that emotional release. And that's what works for you. So embrace that and do that. I know it doesn't feel very good, like you feel like you're just crying all day or something like that, right? But that's how you release best. Not everyone does. Some people can, just kind of sit back and allow the change to happen, and it's smooth and it's flowy and it's comforting. Right. So however that works for you, just let that healing happen. And it's I'm not sure if there's a trigger to this. There's some tiny little thing, I think, that's going to be, the pebble that creates the avalanche, right? And so it'll be necessary is the word that's coming to mind for me. So try not to fight it. The more you create resistance against it, that you think, oh my God, I don't want to go through this, blah, 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 that makes it harder. If you can just go, oh, okay, here's that release she was talking about, okay, here we go, right? Then it's a lot easier on you. Okay. Part of that is there's been some jealousy, and it feels like this is like old crusty stuff, dried up, shouldn't even be there, but it's still there, and you might have to chip it away, or use a chisel or something, right? Not literally, obviously, but it's deep and it's old and it's been there forever, and you just don't even realize how much it's affecting you. But somehow it feels like that's going to come up during this emotional release that you're doing. It'll be there. You'll maybe just get a flash of memory, but it might be, something that you'll dwell on for a little bit, Make that as easy as you can on yourself. Everybody has jealousy of somebody or something. Everybody does. And so notice it. Notice what it is, how it feels, and let yourself be done with that, because you have all this other amazingness in your life. There's no need anymore to feel jealous over that other thing. That was a long time ago, and it's finished. Oh, what a relief. Oh my gosh, they're just giving me this beautiful open feeling. That's amazing. That's amazing once you get rid of that. Okay, yeah, and same thing, let go. Let go of that old stuff. It's dragging you down. It's heavy, that stuff. And it's old. Just don't need it anymore. So do yourself a favor, and when you notice it, just kind of go, okay, I'm done with that. Bye. Right? And you can do that. And it's sometimes, for some of you, you've done that before. You understand what it is. You know how that feels. Some of you don't really know. It's like it's more difficult because you're less familiar with that. Let yourself get familiar with it, and keep in mind to try and lessen any resistance to it. Right? Let it flow. Let it be happening. Don't resist that. Don't try and avoid it. Don't try and distract yourself from it. Let it be there. See what it feels like. Dislike it. Whatever you want to do. And then say, okay, I'm done. Block it out. Let go of that. And that leaves room for healing. Leaves room for new, beautiful feelings. And, they're just telling me, the angels are just telling me to let you know that as you let go of that old stuff, and you're aware of letting go of that old stuff, you'll feel it in your body, different places. And so then just be very mindful about what you choose to put back in that space. You could choose something very similar because that's what feels familiar, right? But try to choose something just so beautiful and so lovely and put it in that area. Something to do with appreciation and beauty. Okay. And gratitude. So here is something to absolutely keep in mind all day long, every day. I know, okay, we're human. We can't actually do it all day long, every day. But as much as possible, notice how awesome is everything around you. Like, is the sun shining? Are the people in your life smiling? Is somebody cheerful? Is somebody enjoying something? Are you enjoying, your food or your vehicle or, something like that? Whatever it is you're doing, let yourself really enjoy that. Let yourself savor it every moment. It's like every morsel is just the most delicious thing in your world. And wow, that feels good. And keep that for as long as you can, that amazing yummy feeling, right? Just really build on that. And you'll feel good. And put that in your empty spots that you just got rid of old junk. Right? Yeah, that's how it goes. And so part of all this is like all the emotional healing, the releasing the jealousy, the letting go of all the old traumas and the old stuck stuff. Part of what's involved in that is actually acknowledging how you feel. Because we are the masters at fooling ourselves, aren't we? Oh, no, that doesn't bother me at all. You say to somebody who says, don't you hate it when that happens? Oh, no, I don't mind that at all. Nah, bullshit. Sorry to call you on that. Some things that might be genuine, that honestly it doesn't bother you, but some things do. And you're allowed to not like everything. You're allowed to have things that you hate. You're allowed to have things that trigger you. And so your responsibility around that, though, is to admit it and acknowledge it. Feel it. See what it is. Try not to dwell there, right? But once you know how you actually feel, then you can deal with it. Then you could say, okay, this is what I need to do in order to not, to be done with that, right? To not let that trigger me anymore, or to either be okay with it or to walk away so that you're no longer exposed to it. Something like that, right? And you'll have choices along the way. You totally will. So letting yourself feel all those actual feelings is key. It is. it's the key to being able to let go of it, to be done with it. Okay. Now, all this, it feels like kind of a pattern going on. You know, the holding the old stuck jealousy, the things that you didn't really want to feel. You may even be able to identify where in your childhood maybe that pattern development started. You know, you can see that, oh, some influential person in your life used to handle things that way and you took it on. It's not that anybody deliberately tried to hurt you, that's not it. But, you know, the things that you learned, that's what you learned and that's how you took it on. And now it's no longer serving you, if it ever did, right? So it's time to change that. That, you know, all these admitting your true feelings to yourself and all these emotional releases and stuff like that, it feels like a lot of that has to do with the people who you trusted to guide you well, and they were doing their best, honestly, but it didn't really work for you, right? So getting rid of that, being able to separate that from your love for that person and your regard for that person, and then understanding that what they taught you in it, either on purpose or not, but what they taught you, so more accurately, what you learned from them, it doesn't resonate with you. And you don't have to keep those two things together. You can have love and regard for that person while choosing not to keep their teachings without any guilt on your part. And then you have the opportunity to choose a different path, to choose a different way of being. And that's a conscious thing. It's also a habit, so you might have to remind yourself over and over a bunch of times, but it's a conscious choice to say, okay, next time something like that comes up, my reaction is going to be this instead of that old thing. Okay. Wow, you are really doing your work this week. This is huge. Okay, so now we have the daily guidance cards, and one just flew off into the sunset here. Give me a second, I will find it. Oh, a new partner. A new partner. So for some of you, this is a new partner in your life, like in your significant other. For some of you, this might be in business. It might be a new friend that you're meeting. Somebody new, anyway, coming into your life, and they will have an instrumental role. Maybe brief, but they're having an effect upon you and your life and your point of view, your perspective. So that's good. Always a good thing to have new perspectives and new people. Okay, well, Virgo, there is your reading for this week. I thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you very much. And I love you, and I'll see you next time.